Hi, everybody. It's Alicia. If you can hear me, just say hello in the chat box if you're joining us live. So I know, BG, you're here. If anybody's here live, just say hello in the chat box so I know that this is here. And this is just a private mastermind call for my Women in Power mastermind groups with me and my sister. So tonight is just an open coaching session. So if you're on here and you have any questions, please let me know in the chat box because I am here to answer your questions. So let's do it. Let's see if you guys have any other questions. BG, I know that you're looking at my course list on udemy.com. So do you have any ideas about any courses you would like to create? I would love to hear about them. So let's talk about the courses you want to create. Right now, I'm in my green screen room. So you can see the green screen behind me. This is where I do some of my in front of the camera video stuff. So have my green screen here and my blue mic is here. I usually have my pop filter in front of it, but someone in my office borrowed it today to do voiceover work, so I don't have that with me. But let's see, wanting to make sure that everybody can hear me. Let me make sure you can hear me. So today, again, is just an open Q&A. So I'm waiting for you guys to ask questions. And while I do that, I'm going to tell you about some really great resources to help you in product creation. So one thing that I want to talk about is called private label rights. Now, private label rights products are products that people create that they give you the rights to resell and put your name on it. So for example, if you're in the weight loss niche and you want your own course or ebook on weight loss, but you don't want to create it all yourself, all you would have to do would be to go to Google and type in private label rights, the plus sign, and then weight loss or weightlifting or bodybuilding, whatever you're looking for. And then if you would like to take it to the next level, and or if you want to do another search, just type in the word PLR, all is one word, plus, and then whatever you're looking for. So I encourage you to look for private label rights, but when you do use a private label rights product, make sure that you repackage it so that it really is not, doesn't resemble a private label rights product. You cannot put private label rights products as is on udemy.com. So what people do is they find a private label rights ebook, they turn it into PowerPoints, they do the voiceover, and they upload it to Udemy. That's simple. Let's see. Okay, somebody says, I was looking at doing the Cybernetico link. I think you mean the course. Does Udemy deliver it or do you, since you said you upload? So not really sure what you're asking, but here's what I'm going to assume. If you're going to do a course on Cybernetico Live, how to use this Google Hangout webinar system, you would record your content videos and then upload those videos to Udemy, and then Udemy will promote it. You're either going to give the course away for free or charge for it, whatever you do. When you give it over to Udemy and you upload it, they will promote it for you, but you can promote it as well, and Udemy takes care of the delivery and everything. Once you sign up for Udemy and you click on create your first course, just type in the course title that you want and go through that process, and they give you so many resources and tools that really teach you how to use udemy.com and how to create your first course. Okay. Yes, when you are delivering your courses on Udemy, does Udemy deliver it or do you? So Udemy delivers it. So if you went to get my course from Udemy, sign up for any free course in Udemy just so you can see how it's done. You're going to sign up for an account with Udemy, and then when you buy the course or get into a free course, Udemy will give you the login to that course so that you can go through it. So it's really hands-free. Udemy does everything. Any other questions on Udemy? Okay, just looking to see if you guys have any other questions. So again, when we talked about doing your courses, you can do courses on your own knowledge, which I just mean like if you, I'm proofreading something that one of my writers worked on today. So she's a great writer. If she wanted to create a whole course on how to build a career as a writer, how to freelance as a writer, she could do a minimum of a 5-part series, 30 minutes or more, in recording, giving instructions on how to start your career as a freelance writer, upload it to Udemy, and Udemy would promote it. But what I recommend to her is that she also, in that course, recommends other products with her affiliate links so that she can get paid commission when they buy something. So as a writer, a software you should have is Dragon Naturally Speaking. So buy it here on Amazon, and she'll put her affiliate link for it, and get it because you'll need it. And you'll also need whatever else they need, put it in there. And then she would get commission anytime somebody buys it. So when you're creating your courses, you can create it around your own knowledge for, giving that example. Or what she could have done is created a whole course around using Dragon Naturally Speaking. And then, how to use it, what the benefits are, and then a link to go buy it. So yeah, there's a lot of different ways. The possibilities are endless for creating content and courses. We call that information products. The possibilities are really endless. And you can find somebody else to do the whole course for you. You can do it yourself. If you guys need resources on who to hire, just let me know and I'll give you some resources. All right, for the other courses, when you put them on Groupon or Living Social, how would you deliver? Okay, so there's different ways. If you have a course that's on Groupon or Living Social and that course is in Udemy, then the people that buy from Groupon and Living Social would go to Udemy to collect it. You would give Groupon a link that allows the people to go over to Udemy. Udemy can tell you how to do it. It's just setting up a Udemy coupon code so they can go get their course. So Udemy would deliver everything. But if your course is on your website, you would give Groupon, for example, a link for the buyers, and Groupon would give the buyers this link, and this link would go to a page where they have to fill in all their contact details, set up an ID and password before they get into your site, right? So if you need any help with that, we do have someone who can help you create the website. I don't get too caught up in the technicalities of it because I couldn't create the website by myself. So I always hire somebody to do it. Hi, Norva. Welcome, welcome. Glad to see that you're doing a speaking gig soon. I'm really proud of you. That's great. So what we're doing, if you've just joined us, is an open Q&A. That's it. If you have any questions, type them in the chat box and I will address your questions. Now, Norva, with the upcoming speaking gig that you have, what are you going to sell? I want to make sure that you have products or coaching or something that you're going to sell. Otherwise, you're doing this great speech and all these people want to connect with you and get more of your knowledge, but what are they going to buy? What are they going to buy from you? So have you set up anything so that they can buy from you? That's the question for you. So I'm just checking in the chat box, waiting for your response. And if anybody else has any questions, type them in the chat box. The other thing that I want to talk about is marketing. So once you've got your product up there, it really is important to do some marketing. You put it on Udemy, you'll notice that it'll make sales all by itself. But if you can do some marketing, and we'll talk about it in a future class, doing Facebook ads, Google ads, YouTube ads, there's a bunch of different marketing strategies that you can do to really get things moving. So you are welcome, BG. There's a lot of things that you can do to really get things moving. So right now I'm just waiting on Norva. So Norva is going to tell us if she has something to sell on the upcoming webinar that she's doing, which we hope she does have something to sell. And if not, we're going to help her create something. So if anybody else has any questions, I'm only here as long as you have questions. So next week's lesson is going to be more on marketing as you guys are creating your products and doing different things. And we'll take it in the Facebook group where I'll ask you other questions. But all right, Norva has a 5-week course. It's called Wiser Me Blueprints. So good job, Norva. And that's perfect. That's exactly what you need. Sell that on the webinar and you are good to go. And then, keep finding other really great partners to sell on webinars too. Norva, do you have any questions? I'm a little sick. That's why I sound sinusy. I have sinus problems. I'm a little bit sick right now, but it's like, how do you get a cold in Jamaica? I'm not really sure, but I got one. So, all right, guys, I'm only here as long as you have questions. So type your questions in the chat box and I will answer them. So I'm going to give you a minute to type your question in the chat box and I'll be right back. Unmute. Hi, Neil. Welcome. I'm just giving everybody a minute to type in their questions. We're doing an open Q&A, so I just muted the mic for a minute, giving everybody a minute to type in their questions. And of course, I'll let you see the replay, no problem. So Norva, her question is, what would you recommend for bonuses? So Norva got a speaking gig, happy for her. And now she's going to be selling her product, Wiser Me Blueprint. It's a 5-week course. And she's asking, what do you recommend for bonuses? So it depends on how much you're charging for it. Sometimes you don't even need bonuses, but one really great bonus that I like to do is that Facebook group. So set up a Facebook group to put all your buyers in, to give them the ability to ask questions and get support and connect with you. So a Facebook group is always a really great thing to do. And little soldiers, things that will carry the logo brand. What do you recommend for bonuses and little soldiers, things that will carry the logo brand? So are you speaking live at an event, or is this actually online, a webinar? I'm missing the little soldiers thing. So ask me that again. So again, bonuses depends on what it is, but I also add products that I already have to be bonuses. But add a coaching session, a one-on-one session, add a Facebook mastermind group, something like that. Those type of bonuses work really well. Find a software, like if you have private label rights to a software, or find something that is like tangible. So it would also include your 12-month calendar that you print out. You know, you can just get something made. Another really great thing to find with bonuses is find something that matches your course and that someone can deliver as a service on Fiverr. So if your course is about branding a business or something, creating your first, logo, what you could do is go to Fiverr.com and hire someone on Fiverr for $5 to create something for your buyer. So all your buyer knows is that someone on your team has created their logo for them. And so that's a really great way to over deliver as well. Okay, Norva says that it's $4.97 and online. So yeah, definitely put some really good bonuses in there. And it sounds like it's a personal development course. So, and I'm not the best for personal development delivery, but look at the benefits. Like the bonuses should be packed with benefits to the person. So yeah, I always you can look at like private label rights stuff to add as bonuses. So yeah, stack on the bonuses as much as you can. Okay, so can you verify for me real quick? Udemy requires 5 modules, minimum of 30 minutes total. Yes, Neil, last time I uploaded a course, that was it. I had 4 modules in less than 30 minutes, and that's how I know. It was 5 modules and 30 minutes in total. So yes, I could look to just see, I'll look tomorrow to see if they've changed anything and post in the Facebook group, but last I checked, 5 modules, 30 minutes or more in total. Okay. Neil, what course are you going to create and upload to Udemy? And Norva, what were you saying about the little soldiers? Tell me again. And when you put your courses on Udemy, if you guys need to get reviews, post it in the group and ask each other to review your course so that you can get those 5-star reviews on Udemy. Those are really important. And also, once you're done with your course, if you put it on Udemy, let me know and I'll have my staff go in and watch your course and give you a great review and a 5-star review. So hopefully that'll help. It gives you that little kickstart. Okay. So Norva, waiting on you to update your little soldiers comment. And if anybody else has any other questions, ask your questions in the question box because this is an open Q&A session. So I think next week we're going to talk about advertising, Facebook advertising, YouTube advertising. So I just wanted to make sure that I answered your questions and you're creating your products or creating new products or revamping your old ones so that when next week comes along, you're going to learn how to set up a landing page, put up an offer for your product, and then collect name and email addresses and put up an ad on Facebook for it. So it's going to be a little bit technical, but my guy, Mike, my IT guy, Mike, will be joining us and showing us all the easy way to do it. Should you send anything via post? Yes, Norva. So if you're selling a product for $4.97, send something in the mail with it. Send something that you can even put your brand on, something that they consume, that they write on. So especially when people are thinking, all right, I spent this $4.97, but I really need the $4.97 for Christmas. Maybe I can get it back. Well, if they've actually used your handouts that come with it and wrote on it, they're into the product. So I like to send something in the mail that puts them in the product. Oh, and the other thing that I like to send to people who have bought is, and this is for higher end products, like $4.97 and above, you would do this, is send them a sheet of testimonials of what your best clients say about you. It's social proof. So imagine this. I joined Norva's program for $4.97. I'm happy with it. I'm going through it. And one day in the mail, I get a bunch of papers from her and a welcome letter. And it says, Alicia, you're on the right track. Excited that you're here with us. You're going to see success in the program. How do we know? Well, listen to what other people have had to say. And I flip through pages and pages of testimonials. I started doing this back in, I think, 2001 with products we shipped out in the mail, and it helped the refund rate to be almost zero. Like, people got it, and I think the mindset was, all right, if all these people say it's so great, then it must be so great. Even if I haven't had the chance to go through it yet, I can't ask for a refund because that means that I'm the stupid one, right? So I would definitely recommend that you do that. I recommend that people do that with physical products. Even if you're shipping something out from Amazon, follow it up with testimonials, an email, or something like that. Okay. A Facebook course, easy new business to a small business. Just wanted to make sure I wasn't looking for 2.5 hours. Really, Neil, I always tell people to deliver what you feel like is an excellent course and you're proud of. Whether that takes you 30 minutes or 2.5 hours, do what you want to do. My courses seem to grow. So, I have a course in there that started off as 12 modules. It's up to like 27 now. So, and I need to update it again. So yeah, do what you feel comfortable with. And you shouldn't stop because you're like at the 30-minute mark. You should stop because you said, this is what they need to know, and this is over delivering, and people will love it. Okay. Oh, all right. Norva says, when she's talking about sending something via post, that's a little soldier. I will give you this tip. If you're sending something via post to people in the US, I'm assuming it sends to people overseas. The US Postal Services, the cheapest way to do it is called click to mail, the number 2. Click, C-L-I-C-K, the number 2, mail.com. We've been using it for a decade. And and you upload documents to it, postcards, books, whatever you want. They print it, they ship it, and the rates are the lowest you'll ever find. So hopefully that helps. Okay, Neil, a course on social media. That's a hot topic right now. So I see the deal site selling those courses. If you love that, definitely do a course on social media. I can get you some great reviews. And yeah, get it out there, definitely. All right, looking to see if you guys have any other questions. For Neil and Norva that joined later, I was just saying that I'm in my green screen room right now. So you see the green screen behind me. This is where I do my video recordings for promotions and products. Okay, so this is an open Q&A call. So just here to answer your questions. So keep typing. If you have any other questions, ask them in the chat box. I like to do a Q&A session kind of second call, so that's why we're doing it this one. And before I do, I jump into advertising, right? Because that's going to be a bigger jump. So, alrighty, just looking at your. Okay, just trying to see if you guys have any other questions. Alrighty, type them in. I haven't had dinner yet, so I'm out of here when you guys are done with your questions. No, but I really appreciate you guys. You guys are awesome, and I really want to help you. No rush, but I want to help you as soon as you can and you feel that the time is right. Put your products online and have them online for years to come, years and years to come, and be making money off of them. So I'm really excited to work with you guys and to see your success. Okay. I'm also doing something that is totally far from what I normally do and try to market it, but it's not typical for these types of sites, a children's book. Would I show how to publish? Okay, so it's far from what you normally do, which is perfectly fine. It's not typical for these types of sites, a children's book, how to publish. So are you showing how to publish a children's book? Because one course that was really popular on Living Social was how to write a children's book. I was pretty surprised, but it was an online course on how to write a children's book, and it sold well. I guess I wasn't surprised, but it was nice to see it there. So I've seen a course on writing a fiction book and writing children's books, and the children's book one keeps going up over and over and again. So I've only seen it on Living Social though. So if that's what you're thinking about doing, I think, and you know how to write children's books, then go for it. Norva, I want to do text cards as an app. How do you get started with that? Text cards as an app. So Norva, I have somebody I can connect you with. They're really reasonable. For $99 a month, they'll create your app for you. So catch me on Facebook and ask me that question on Facebook. And tomorrow I'll connect you with them. I'm going to sneeze. Tomorrow I'll connect you with them so that you can create that, that app. I think that's what you're saying. Does Udemy have a maximum first product price point? No, they just want your price to be reasonable. So look at what other people are pricing their products at that are similar to yours and price it there, and they will tell you if they think it's too high or too low. All right, you are welcome. Neil, you thought I was almost done. Well, it's just an open mastermind session. We're masterminding. We're answering questions and making sure that you guys have everything, get your questions answered. That's the big thing. All right, any other questions? You guys have any other questions? So just addressing Norva, since you're starting your webinars now, this will be is this your first webinar where you're selling on Norva? Just some things to keep in mind is make sure that you know the software that you're using and to practice it, to time yourself, and see if you can practice with someone else on that webinar platform. Make sure that you're yourself, that you speak clearly, make sure you have a good microphone. If you can get a pop filter, Norva, the one that I recommend, I think I told the owners to have international shipping on it. So we should check that. And, you just want to make sure that you sound as professional as possible so that it comes off really crisp and clear. Let's see. Norva says she should also have her first ebook out in the next week. Norva, looks like you're really making some good progress. Awesome, awesome. What's your number tip for this process? Number tip. maybe what's my number one tip for this process? Hang on, let me see if I can see this question better. Scrolling. Hang on one second. I'm trying to look at your question, Norva. It was like cut off by the click bar, so I'm just opening it wider. Okay. BJ says, what's your number tip for this process? I'm thinking you want to know my number one tip for the process of product creation. I would watch my product creation video that I put in the group, the like product creation 101, so you can kind of get some beginner's tips on creating your first product. But it's just to do the best that you can and ask for feedback. So tomorrow I'm going to be looking at some students who've created their first product and giving them feedback on it, and just to start somewhere. It doesn't have to be perfect to make profits. Neil says, how do you go about breaking down to a specific niche? I was kind of trying to follow your thinking from last webinar. How to throw a good punch, right? So, I mean, Neil, I think you're going to write about social media. So social media is so vast that I would pick Pinterest and like how to position your business properly on Pinterest. If it's Facebook, how to maximize your Facebook reach with Facebook, or, you know, how to run the perfect Facebook advertising campaign on a budget. So you can do social media 101, like what you need to know about social media for small businesses or something like that. So just don't do social media university. That's kind of really broad and wide, and you would have to create a lot of content for that. So, you know, I really like to get in there and try to, like the example that I gave about throwing the first, or about getting a better punch, like niche it as much as possible so that you're giving good content that makes sense. And that when people look at it, they know what the product is about and they can rally around that instead of, you know, thinking that it's too wide and too broad. So, if it was social media, you know, how to be a social media manager, or just think about what you want to teach in social media. The good thing about doing that is then if you have all this knowledge, you can niche it out and have all these different courses that cover all these different topics. LinkedIn for business, Pinterest, you know, so that helps you to also have more courses than doing everything you need to know about social media all in one course, right? Okay. The number for these deal sites that we should remember. All right, let me go back to your question again, BJ. What's your number one tip for this process? So you're saying for the deal sites. Well, my number one tip is to create a product that you think as many people in the general public will love, and then upload it to Udemy, put it on a website, and submit it to the daily deal sites. That's really it. I'm not sure if I put my deal site list in this group. If not, I will put my list of daily deal sites and the links to submit your deals to them when you're ready. So I will do that for you, BJ. Norva says, she ordered a blue microphone. It's in the mail. Great, Norva. Okay, Lakeisha, I'm working on creating a resume course. I've created my website, Freedom Freelance, and I'm offering services on that, sort of like freelance flipping. Great, great. So I'm offering services on that. That's really good. So that resume course, that's a general interest course. So many people want to have better resumes. They need jobs. So I definitely think that course is going to be a big win for you. So let me know if you need any help with it. And that's great. You should definitely sell that well on different websites. Since you're putting on your website, put it on Udemy as well, but sell that on daily deal sites. Go for it. I love that one. You know, people will always be looking for a job. So a course on resume, and that's a win. So I like that. Okay. Let's see. Just trying to see if you guys have any other questions. Okay. Amazon online or Kindle as well. This is how to leave your abusive partner. Okay, you're writing that book. I was wondering if I can put a different cover for those who want to buy the physical book so it doesn't cause alarm. So what I usually do is hire someone to create a book cover that is good enough for physical and digital so that when you print it on CreateSpace, it looks good and you can upload it to Kindle. So get the same designer to create the book. The reason that I don't like to do two different book covers is that, let's say somebody's really researching the topic and they find one book with one cover as Kindle, and then they find another book with another cover by you, and they liked your first book. It might confuse them, and then they would purchase your book twice. So I like to keep the covers the same or as close to same as possible, and there are designers that will design the cover for both, right? So if you need help with one, let me know. Okay. If you're just joining us, I think we've had a few people just join us. We're just doing an open mastermind coaching session to answer your questions before we get into marketing next week. So people are making progress with their courses. If you're not making progress yet or you haven't started yet, that's fine. People work on their own time. I find that a lot of products get created by us entrepreneurs over the Christmas holidays. In December, people seem to find some inspiration over Christmas. So and maybe they're getting some free time from work as well. So schedule it for the near future if you haven't been able to put any time aside to create your first product. Okay. Oh, so if you're writing a book, if you're writing a book about someone and you're afraid that they're going to see the book, first of all, you have to kind of bank on the fact that they will see the book. So just let's lay that aside. Okay, they're going to see the book. So how would you feel if they saw the book? You don't need to put their photo on the front cover. Just make another cover for it. And if they do see the book and the book is about them and it doesn't depict them in a good sense, I mean, you're not using their name in it. You just need to understand, especially with a title like this, just assume that they will see the book, especially if your name's going to be on it. And then what are your plans there? If you're going to put the book in a pen name, like a fake name, then does that really help you with what you're trying to do and how you're trying to build your brand and build yourself? So you've got some questions to think about that I really can't answer for you. So if I was going to write a book about sleeping with the enemy, talk about my ex-husband, then I would assume that he would see the book and that it would anger him, and I'm perfectly fine with that. So you have to decide if, how that person would feel and how you would react to that. So, all right, guys, really good questions. If anybody else has any other questions, type them in that chat box. Of course, we take questions in the Facebook group, but this is to make sure that I can address your questions and answer them so that you can get the answers you need so you can keep moving. Oh, you mean what if an abuser sees the wife that they're abusing reading the book? So you're selling a book about being an abused wife or how to get out of an abusive relationship, and you're afraid that the abuser will see his wife reading the book. So, I mean, in that case, then she should just buy the Kindle edition. But there are some people who are going to buy the book for someone else or buy it, I don't think you can do much about that. That wife that buys a book needs to be smart enough to hide the book or rip off the front cover. But I don't think that that's something that you're going to worry about too much, especially because you're going to have this book as a token of your expertise, and it's going to be one of your business cards in a sense. So yeah, they'll buy the Kindle edition if they can't have that book in their house. Make sense? People can read Kindle books now on iPhones, tablets. It doesn't have to just be the Kindle reader. All right, if you guys have any other questions, type them in the chat box. No other questions? So a good place to find writers, odesk.com, elance.com, fiverr.com. Really good place to find some really good writers. So look there for writers that could help you with your course. I will put the contact details of Tyson Russell, who helps build websites. He's an internet marketer, but his niche is in building websites and helping people to record their product, put it into PowerPoint, that type of stuff. Whoever you need, ask me in the Facebook group and I will put a link. I've got a really good lady who does a lot of editing for me. So there's a lot of people that can definitely help you in every process. Some people don't need any help, like Norva. She's created her own course already. She's writing her book and she hasn't needed much help from us, but there are others who've needed help every step of the way. So whatever you need, make sure that you ask for it. Neil's asking, do you have expertise with tax books? I don't. I've never created a tax book myself. I'm definitely not a tax expert, but I know that tax books sell really well end of this year and beginning of next year. So we worked with someone who was doing, I'm trying to remember, they did some sort of special offer for tax consultation or something like that on one of the deal sites. The only problem with it is it was after April that they put it together and ran it. So my advice was, hey, you need to run it at the end of the year and the beginning of the next year. Neil says, seems like a dull topic. Do they sell in your experience? Sorry, the topic fascinates me. Taxes fascinate you, Neil? Well, here's the thing. Taxes are a dull topic, but there's something that every single person has to deal with. So whether it's dull or not, it's something people have to deal with. It's a necessity. So it will always sell. Always, 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 especially if you have an easy solution. So I was working with a tax lady today, or an accountant today, who created her own budget spreadsheets that calculate things. Really great thing to turn into a product to help people to manage their budget. And so, yeah, so think about, there's a lot of great things you can create. Neil says, that was my thinking, get it done now. Yes, absolutely, get it done now. Tax stuff sells December, January, February, March, April. So for those getting ahead, it sells November and December almost. So great, Neil, get it done now. And glad you're fascinated about taxes. All right, any other questions? Anybody else have any other questions? Type them in the chat box for me. Love to get your questions answered before we wrap this up. Norva, what time is it there in London? Neil says, there are some amazing loopholes. Paying too much is always your fault. Neil, I promise you, I will be the first one to buy your course and leave you a great review. So if that helps to get you to get it done, get it done. So you're right. So there you go. I love the title, Paying Too Much in Taxes is Your Fault. So yeah, your course could all be about making sure you understand the loopholes and stuff. Norva says, when do you recommend I start the course? I have 3 quick starts for as soon as they purchase, but it's close to the holidays, so I should wait till January for a start date. Depends on when you sell it. If you sell a course now, you cannot wait for January for a start date. You could tell them that you're starting now for the people that are ready, and you'll have a class starting again in January if they want to take the class twice or if they want to start in January. But if you sell something now, you have to deliver within 30 days. So make sure that you do that. I have pre-sold things, so sold something 2 months ago, and the people aren't going to be charged until November. and that's when the course starts. But I did not charge them and leave them waiting for 60 days. That's the only thing. Norva says it's, what time is it, Norva? Midnight? After midnight. All right. Well, I know from my last London trip that about the time difference. I was just asking. And that jet lag really did me bad coming from London to the US. When I arrived in London, I landed at 8:30, got to the hotel by 10:30, and I was on stage by about 12:30. So showered real quick, went downstairs, and I think I was a walking zombie. I was like, where am I? So yeah, that was a little challenging, but I loved it. All right, guys, if you don't have any other questions, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. So I'll give it one more minute just to see if any questions pop in before I wrap it up. All right. Well, I want to encourage you before we have our next session next week to really hone in on what products you want to create and start putting something together. Whatever it is, start putting something together. Watch the last presentation on product creation. It's in the Facebook group. And if you have any questions, let me know. If you need help, always ask for the right resources. I always recommend that you check out odesk.com, elance.com, fiverr.com, some of the best websites out there for finding people to help you every step of the way for product creation. Norva says clocks went back last Sunday. Okay, didn't know that in London. So the course normally starts at 1 a.m. Well, I'm glad that it is midnight for you instead of 1 a.m., Norma. So, and this call has been recorded, so I will send it out to everybody tomorrow. So thank you guys so much. I really want to encourage you to do it. And if you have any questions, please reach out to me. And I look forward to seeing you guys profit from years to come. I want to end the class off with a story. It's just something I remember. The last time I was speaking, no, not the last time I was speaking in London, maybe 3 times ago when I was speaking in London, one of the speakers that I knew for a very long time had told me that he created courses 11 years ago. And these courses that he created had affiliate links in them to other products. And he was making sales of the courses and the links inside the courses with his affiliate links. He was making sales 11 years later. And he was like, Alicia, creating and releasing your own products is so amazing. I'm still making money 11 years later. And that's what it's all about. It's about the time you spend today impacting your future. And for a lot of you, the future of your family and your kids. And so make sure that when you're creating products, some of us will be creating products that will have a shelf life, like especially the social media products. But while you know social media is hot, why not milk it? But also look to create products that have a longer shelf life. Now, one of the secrets that this man did is that in the courses that he created, he gave people the rights to distribute the course and resell it. Okay, so let's use something relevant now. So let's use a social media course. So he would create a course called How to Schedule Social Media Posts for Business. And he would create the course and it would recommend Hootsuite with his affiliate link. Then he would sell it from stage and sell it on webinars, that you can have this course and the master resell rights, the rights to sell it and keep 100% of the profit. Thousands of people got the course. They sent it out and sold it to thousands of people. So what do you think happens now? His affiliate link is out there for this product, and all these thousands and thousands and thousands of people are clicking on it. So that was his secret. And I'm totally going to do that. I haven't done it yet, but I wrote it down as one of my tips to tell you guys tonight, and it's a great reminder for myself as well. So create something that you give other people the master resell rights to sell, resell, distribute, or even give away for free, and get it spread far and wide with affiliate links in it or links to your other courses. Okay. All right, that's your tip of the day, and hopefully now you will not be able to sleep And I want you to write down the word master resell rights. Create products with master resell rights. That's the long-term goal. Of course, you're going to create products and put affiliate links in it and sell your products, but create products that others can sell, keep 100% commission, give away, whatever you want them to do, because all you care about is the revenue that that will generate from you, for you, by people clicking on the links on the inside. Sorry, a little bit sick. So I just want to see BJ plus and amazing list, plus an amazing list. Oh, yes, BJ. Great. So BJ said, plus you'll create an amazing list. Absolutely. Somewhere in that product, people have to come to you for a worksheet or something. So you will create an amazing list of people giving you their name and email addresses. Good, BJ. Internet marketing. There you go. So, all right, that's your tip. I want you to really keep that in mind. That's our long-term goal. And Norva, and the product that you're creating, what can you give master resell rights? What if that's a bonus? What if you have master resell rights to something that you create as a bonus that has affiliate links in it? People love master resell rights. It's like a business in a box. You're like, all right, here you go. Here's your course on scheduling Facebook ads, and you can, or scheduling Facebook posts. Sorry. You have the rights to resell this. Here's the sales page for it. Here's the product. Keep 100%. And inside are your affiliate links. So think about it. All right. Take care, everybody. Bye. Bye. See you inside the Facebook group.